Now, Hurricane Irma is expected to turn towards Florida later this week. Forecasts put the Florida Keys right now in the storm's path. The low-lying tropical islands are part or at risk of potentially deadly storm surge. Manuel Bojorquez is in Key Largo, where mandatory evacuations are already underway.
The Florida Keys, if you were going to create the worst case scenario, that's what we're now looking at.
As Hurricane Irma sets its sights on South Florida, officials in the Keys are sounding the alarm.
We're emphatically telling people you must evacuate. You cannot afford to stay on an island with a Category 5 hurricane coming at you.
Many people are listening, boarding up their homes and businesses, filling up their gas tanks, and getting out of town.
Do not sit and wait to prepare. Get prepared now.
Florida Governor Rick Scott also issued several urgent warnings Tuesday.
Storm surge and extreme winds are the biggest concern right now.
Storm surge is especially a concern in the Keys, which are on average about 6 feet above sea level. The surge during Hurricane Irma has potential to be more than 9 feet high.
We could be looking at wave heights that would literally put the ocean over the islands.
Elizabeth Prieto lives in the Keys and is evacuating for the first time in 51 years.
I've been through George, been through Andrew, been through Wilma, but I'm not staying for Irma. No, not happening.
And Manuel Bojorquez joins me now from Key Largo in Florida. So, Manny, how many people are choosing to stay and ride out the storm?
Well, really, that will remain to be seen at this point. You have about 80,000 residents here in Monroe County, and we have seen people start to evacuate. We started to see that yesterday, and these are people who had lived through other hurricanes who said, given the path and just how wide Irma is, and given what happened in Texas, they weren't going to take any chances this time. So there is an evacuation order in place for tourists that started this morning, and there is an evacuation order that will start at 7 tonight. That will be for residents of the island. If you can see behind me, there's this bridge, and that's what complicates matters here, is that this bridge is Highway 1. It's the only way in and out of the islands, so you could get a traffic backup if people start to all of a sudden get out. And that's why officials want this to be orderly, and they're asking people to, if you can get out as early as possible.
And Manny, have you seen, we saw images yesterday of people emptying out grocery stores, stocking up on water, making sure that their refrigerators are well stocked, making sure they have candles and flashlights and batteries. What's the situation like there as far as the stores are concerned?
Pretty much the same thing, and we've seen it ourselves here just trying to go around and get water for our crew, is that you drive to some of these stores, and as you've seen, the shelves are empty. We're also starting to see that some of the gas stations here are running out of fuel. There are lines at some gas stations. Others have the sign up saying we're out of fuel. Now, there was a sense that some of these gas stations and stores would be able to restock or resupply before the storm hit, but in areas like this where they simply want traffic to move north, it's unclear whether that will happen. So you may start to see people not being able to fuel up here as they make their way out of town.
All right, Manuel Bojorquez reporting from the Florida Keys. Manny, thank you very much.
Thank you.